guys, welcome back to Vlogmas. We are doing our weekly makeup basket. Ooh, y'all look, it is Friday, December 10th as we watch this, as it's posted, and that means 4 more days left of Vlogmas. Ooh, my goal is to stretch it out until Friday, and that Friday video will be my winter makeup capsule, because I do typically take those last 2 weeks off from posting on my channel, so then that will hold me over for those 2 weeks as far as what makeup to use. That's the plan. That is all dependent on getting to film this weekend and early next week, which I have a plan. So as long as nothing goes wrong, I'll be able to extend a few more days. I'll for sure get us to the 14th, but I'm hoping to be able to extend a few more days. So that's the plan as of now. Thank you guys so much for your views and your comments and your thumbs up and all the engagement you've been giving on Vlogmas. It's always a fun time to show a little bit more into my life than what you typically see. I'm always very torn if I want to integrate vlogging into my channel a little bit more. I think I could get around the algorithm of it if I put makeup in the title and it obviously do what the title says, but if I say like get ready with me / vlog, I think that it would bring views in. It's just always challenging on YouTube to change your content up because then YouTube doesn't know how to promote it or what's going on with your channel. I go back and forth about vlogging, how much of my life I want to put on the internet, but I think I would really enjoy posting more like shop with me or shop with us and my Sunday refreshes. I don't know, like let me know. I just sometimes not sure where to go, and makeup is my true hobby, so I always just stick in that lane. So yeah, all right, we're gonna go over last week's makeup and we're gonna pull makeup for the upcoming week. So if that sounds like something you like to watch, then just keep watching. Here we go. Alright, so last week we chose iconic makeup items, and you guys let me know in the comments what is iconic in your collection, and y'all definitely have some classics, and there's a reason they're classics and we keep repurchasing them. They're just good products. So the products you saw on my face are from my weekly makeup basket express, so it's primarily that Hourglass palette. I went light with just blush and highlight from the Makeup Revolution palette. But anyways, I did get in here quite a bit, so we will put stuff back. So the butter bronzer, I actually didn't get to use this. This was the only item I didn't get to. So we will leave this out, and this will be the bronzer that we use for the upcoming week. But everything else we dug into the Urban Decay Born to Run, did some simple eye looks with that. This Banana Bright stays in here. We played with MAC Soft and Gentle quite a bit, so we'll put that back. I played with the Master Chrome a little bit. Melba got some love from MAC, so we'll put that back. This is the Tarte, that's a Project Pan. I was trying to replicate what I do with my Makeup Basket Express. That's my makeup routine that I put on my channel, the realistic makeup routine. So with the Too Faced Born This Way concealer and then the 2 powders I use, the It Cosmetics Illumination Foundation and the L'Oreal one, I'm able to, well, that's what I did today. That's exactly what my base is that you just saw. I used the Too Faced concealer, and then I actually mixed both of those powders because I'm basically out of the It Cosmetics one, and I love it. It's just so pretty. So I was like, well, maybe I could replicate it with these 2 items, and it didn't really work out. So this Tarte Shape Tape is a little too light for me to use as kind of a foundation. I don't put it all over my face when I use a concealer as my only base liquid. I just do it under my eyes and then I blend it out until it's like gone. So sometimes that's like down my cheeks and up my forehead. This was too light for that, so too drying for it. It just kind of looked weird on my skin. And then this L'Oreal Infallible is too matte for that. So I think that look only works so far with those 2 powders because they're a little bit more like radiance, luminous. So I'm gonna put these back, but when we pull powders, I want to pull some powders that I want to experiment with to see what I can do, what other things would work, because I'm gonna have to switch out those everyday makeup products here soon because I'm almost done with them, and so I'm just curious what we're gonna do as a backup. So I had pulled in the CoverGirl one, and this worked okay. I think I just needed a better powder because I heard Paige Corinne say on her channel in her weekly makeup basket that she did for Vlogmas just a few days back, that she likes to use this as like no foundation days. I'm like, hey, that's how I use my Too Faced Born This Way. So I pulled it out, and I think the concealer will work, but I need a different powder. So we'll actually keep this for concealer this week. I've been playing with my MAC Painterly. Still seems okay. Doesn't seem dried out or weird smell or texture or anything like that. So we'll keep that in. I didn't realize that Lindsay, when we did our Ulta haul, that her Dallas was rosy. Angela said in the comments that it's actually different than this one. So I don't know. I'm not sure. So I'm curious, do you guys know, is there a difference? What that difference would be? Has someone talked about it on YouTube? But I always love pulling this, so we'll put that back. And then we use the Too Faced Sweet Tea Bronzer quite a bit, so we will put that back too. Alright, here are the products that have been living on my Vanity Top. So we used the NYX Marshmallow Primer. I had a question in the comments in last week's video what this foundation or this primer is like and would it work for oily skin. I honestly, it's like a natural finish. It's really weird to describe because it's not dewy and it's not matte. It's just kind of a natural finish. It's more, I guess it's more like a hydrating primer maybe. So I don't really know if that's a preference for oily skin, but it's a unique formula. It's okay. I don't know that it's worth like the price point that they put on it, but I'm not mad at it. Like, I don't feel like it's a fail or a regret product. We pulled this Revlon Photo Finish. I hadn't used this in so long, and this is so similar to the No Problem Primer by Touch in Sol. I forgot how similar they were, but that Touch in Sol one is the one that I'm currently using in my bathroom, and yeah, they're so similar, but I guess they don't really make this anymore, or maybe it's repackaged. I'm not sure. Alright, and then for foundations, we had these, and I honestly didn't get to using these because I just tend, I guess, to stick to more powder foundations, especially wearing a mask. They just seem to work better for me. But I am going to go ahead and put these back because I know I like them, and I don't feel like I need to start panning them or only using one at a time. So we're going to pull something different, but when we do the winter makeup capsule, I think I just want to stick to one foundation to try to make progress on in 2 weeks. I don't think I could finish one in 2 weeks, but I would like to pick one to make progress in, to maybe put into a project pan or something. I don't know, but let's put these back and pull something else. I'm going to put back this setting spray. It's actually the Urban Decay All Nighter Hydrating Spray that I put in here, but I want to pull something else. And then these lipsticks and products I talked about last week. I like them. They're my go-tos, so they just live in here. Since I went through them item by item last week, I won't do it this week, but this just lives up here. Alright, we are at the collection. Alright, so we're going to skip over the lips and the concealers. Here are my powders, and I think the one that I want to experiment a little bit with this week is this CoverGirl Clean Fresh. I'm pretty sure I've only ever used it as a finishing powder, so I'm not sure how I would like it. See, it says pressed powder, so I don't know that I would like it like a powder foundation. Let's see what these other ones say. This is full coverage. See, this says pressed powder too, and I've tried using that as a powder foundation, and it truly is for setting. What does this one say? This is the number 7 one, and it's finishing powder. We know I like the Huda, so we'll just skip that for now. This is a powder foundation, the Maybelline Superstay, and mine is in 120 Classic Ivory, so that might be a good contender. I have 2 other ones. This is a pressed powder, the Radiance powder by CoverGirl. And I don't remember if I've tried using this as a powder foundation or not. And then the other one that I have is this L'Oreal True Match. And of course it has the CVS sticker all over it. But I'm pretty sure this is a pressed powder as well. So I'll stick with these 2. I'll try them both out, because I really would like to know which one I can go ahead and put in my Makeup Basket Express as a replacement to the 2 that I'm almost done with. So we'll play with these. CoverGirl one is 110 Creamy Natural, and then the Maybelline Superstay. For highlighters, I feel like we have really dug into these recently, so let's just go with this one that I know I haven't pulled in a while. This is the Lorac Starlight powder. This one can go either being more natural or being super beamy. It just depends on how you apply it and how you build it up. So we'll pull this guy. Alright, so for my eyeshadows, I know that, okay, the Norvina I pulled semi-recently, and I know this Gingerbread Extra Spicy is one we'll pull for the winter capsule. And I know we'll pull more than that, but I don't want to pull it this week. So, what does that leave? Ooh, I haven't played with this Urban Decay Naked Cherry palette in quite a while. I know it seems like this one and some of the more recent ones weren't as popular or as loved, but I thought it was fine. Honestly, like, I didn't have really any issues with it, and I think this, oh, you know what? We should pull this with the winter capsule, because berries in the wintertime, and you guys let me know in the comments, you think berries are kind of like a nice winter staple, so we'll sit these 2 on top as options for that winter capsule. So then, what else are we going to pull? Maybe I'll just go with this classic Naked 3. Lindsay and I talked about this in our Ulta haul. That was one of the Vlogmas days. But yeah, let's pull this. I haven't pulled this in a little while. This is just a classic palette here on YouTube, and they recently released a mini version that is more like in this dusty pink with a little bit of these darker colors. So let's pull, I'm gonna have to wash that now. Let's pull this for the week. Okay, so we are in setting sprays and foundations. I definitely want to pull the Milani Make It Last setting spray. When I run out of this, I'm definitely gonna get that larger one from Walmart, but I just recently purchased this at the end of October, so it'll be a little while till I need to replace it, but we'll pull this for the week. And then as far as foundations, I want to pull 2. I want to pull one that's more full coverage because I'm hoping to do a get ready with me with this makeup. But I want to pull the lighter coverage one, which is the Milani Glow. This is the Hydrate Skin Tint in 110 Fair to Light. Relatively new in my collection. Haven't used it that much. So we'll pull this as a light coverage option. And then I do want a more full coverage option. And I'm trying to see which one I think. I honestly want to grab this one back here. This is the Dior Forever Foundation. I really like this one. It wears nice. It's just a very beautiful finish on the skin. This one is in 010. And yeah, I pulled this semi recently, but I think it's time to go back to it. As far as when we pull the winter capsule, I'm really not sure what foundation I will pull, so that will be definitely a game time decision. All right, here are my bigger palettes and here are my smaller palettes. We are going to skip over those, but we need to remember these when we pull the winter capsule because time with family and being away for a couple of days, I think I want to take one of these smaller palettes opposed to one of the bigger palettes. And these two in the front are the ones I typically travel with. The Man Eater by Tarte. And this Tarte one, this is Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Volume 3. But I think I want to switch it up and maybe pull something else. Ooh, but I want to pull this for the week to use some of these as inner corner and highlight shades. I'm so glad we just opened that. This one is so gorgeous. And I think it would be a nice addition to the Naked 3. So, okay, we're going to pull it this week. Probably won't pull it next week for the winter capsule. But yeah, that'll be good. That'll be good. Put this guy back. And, you know, we're just starting the brainstorming process for that winter capsule since we'll have it for a few weeks, you know, a few weeks. All right, we have made it to the bottom shelf. We're going to skip those pressed powders for now. And we already have a bronzer. So we are going to skip both of those categories for today. I'm kind of thinking about a palette for blush. I kind of want one that feels like I can use everything in it, because some of these palettes I like only go to for a couple of colors, and I'm curious if we can choose one out that I'm like, yes, let's use all the colors in it. What would be a good example of that? Ooh, well, this is more of a highlight one, and we have highlights. This is the Sephora Trio. This one is in Gleam. That's a highlighter. We don't need a highlighter. Shoot. Kind of thinking about this one. So I had pulled this BH Cosmetics. This is their Vanilla Cream Truffle. I pulled this in my fall makeup capsule. Thank you, Michelle, for the makeup capsule term. I love that. Michelle, if you comment and leave your Instagram so people can follow, she's did a winter capsule on her Instagram. But this is what it looks like, and this is definitely one that I can use all the colors and get lots of love out of them. So yeah, I think that's good. And I think that this one palette is probably more than enough. I haven't pulled this one in forever. Speaking of BH Cosmetics, right, Texas Beauty, hey girl, she comments on the videos, but we follow each other on Instagram, and she does a weekly makeup basket on her Instagram. So girl, leave your handle down below so people can follow you. But she recently pulled this, and I was thinking like, ooh, I haven't pulled that in so long because these colors are a little bit dark, and these are very pigmented, more pigmented than the formula that's in this truffle packaging. So it like scares me a little bit, but I still think it's a beautiful palette. And this is the other BH Cosmetics palette that I haven't used in a while, the Belgian Waffle. So I'll definitely need to pull this one again soon. Do you guys see that Jen from Glam Moms recently posted a video and said that she's going to focus more on Project Pan and Use It Ups and less on weekly makeup baskets? Oh, my heart still hurts. I get it. Like when you film them, weekly makeup baskets, there is this feeling that you need to shop and buy more so that people watching have like interest and they don't get bored with your videos. And I don't know necessarily that she feels that way, but that's how I feel sometimes. Wait, what? I don't feel it so much right now because I've gone basically a year buying a lot less, and you guys are still here, so thank you. So I think we're all in some way either changing our buying habits, whatever that might look like, and really thinking about what we use more often than not. So I get it from all perspectives, but when she said that, I was like, oh my gosh. But then I was like, could I have a smaller collection? And at this point in my life, no, but you know, that could change. Like, you know, a couple years or something, that could change, especially as stuff ages and it goes bad, and then it's like, do I replace that, or what does that look like? I don't know. All right, we need a primer, and I also think for the winter capsule we're gonna stick to only one primer, but let's pull this one this week. This is the Wet n Wild Dewy, there it is, primer. I have not used this yet. It's new in my collection and it's still all sealed up, so we'll grab that one to use for the week. But I wonder which one I should use next time. I'm kind of leaning towards this one, the Wet n Wild Primer Serum, because this one would go well with whichever foundation I use, because it's a hydrating one, so there's not going to be any glow, it's not going to be matte, very easy to use. So maybe, we'll see. So next week we'll definitely have to pull one of these shimmer ones to use for the holidays. So again, not going to pull anything today. Oh, I wanted to see if the riff in this single was the same as the riff that is in the Urban Decay Born This Way. So you can see it says riff there and it says riff here, but that doesn't necessarily mean they're the same color. So this is what this one looks like, and they have of course repackaged these singles. This one, I don't know if you can see, it has a little bit flecks of glitter in it. So let's watch that. Ooh, it's so soft. So that is the Riff single. Oh, so pretty. I need to pull that more. All right, and then if you look at the Riff that is in this palette, I don't see that glitter in it. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think it's there, but let's watch it next to that single. I don't know. Do we think they're the same? Even though they look different in pan, they look pretty much the same blended out. I don't know. Is it worth keeping both? You'll have to let me know. Alright, so this is everything that we pulled for the week. Pretty simple. We have a couple of foundation setting spray. There's our primer, our Hello, baby. Our powders and bronzers are still in here along with our concealer. So we just have a couple of products to fill out a full face of makeup. We're going to experiment if we like one of these better than the other for a powder foundation situation. And then we of course have some lipsticks over here and eye products. So thank you all so much for being here. Please subscribe if you're new. Turn on notifications. Vlogmas in progress, y'all. In progress. I hope you're all doing well, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.